Hi everybody, so this is my Bantu knot video. I'm actually redoing my Bantu knots because I co-washed my hair last night, knotted it up, and surprise, surprise, it didn't dry, but I knew it was going to dry. So in the morning when I went to work, I just pulled my hair back. I kind of left the twists in and just pulled my hair back in a little bun, and so my hair would stay detangled when I wanted to re-knot it again. So I only do 6 Bantu knots. I know there's a lot of people out there who have their Bantu knot videos, but I usually see most people with a lot of knots in their head, and I don't really want to do that many. So I usually only do about 6, never any more than 8. And so I'm going to show you how I do my knots, and then I'm going to show you how I style my hair after. I've got, I think, 4 done already. Hope you can see. 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and then I've got 2 more to do on this side. So my hair's already been moisturized, but the ends are a little dry because they were out. They were kind of sticking out today. So all I'm going to do is brush through each section because it should already pretty much be detangled. Dampen it with just a little bit of water, but the main thing to keep them to ensure that they're going to dry by the morning is not to get any of this part wet, because that's the part that's tied up most tightly in the knot and that's closest to the center of the knot, and so it gets no chance whatsoever to dry. My ends are a little dry, so I'm using some hydrating balm just on the ends, and I have like leave-in conditioner and some hair milk and some hair cream that I put in my hair yesterday after I co-washed. So that's about it. And I mean, this takes me like no time whatsoever. One of the things I like about just doing 6 Bantu knots is that if it rains and my hair gets too frizzy, however I wore it that day, it's really easy to just tie them back up, spritz them down with a little bit of water, and allow them to reset themselves so that they look fresh in the morning. So I just dampen the ends with just a little bit of water, just a little bit. And I always twist I try to get them as far back on my head as possible so that the front of my hair can be tied down with a scarf and, you know, still be straight and smooth and kind of slick back. So now the other thing I do is I only twist. You know, some people, there's a few different ways to do Bantu knots. Some people will braid their hair and then knot it. Others will 2-strand twist it and then knot it. And then I've also seen people do like this, where they twist the hair around itself all the way to the end and then knot it. So, but the way that I do mine is I twist the hair around itself just at the roots of my hair to get the little knot started, and then I try to do the rest of the hair around the little knot, but I try to leave it as smooth as possible. So you'll see me, okay, sorry, my camera cut off. I ran out of memory card. This is my last one, so I'll try to do it real quick. But what I was saying was something about trying to wrap the ends of the hair around the Bantu knot and kind of keeping them as smooth as possible, rather than it being twisted around itself or 2-strand twisted or braided or anything like that. So I'll just finish this one really quickly, hopefully. Okay, so 2 quick tips for Bantu knots. One, I personally prefer to do mine when my hair is almost completely dry and, you know, maybe only a little bit damp. That way they'll, you know, dry in a reasonable amount of time, because one of the things that I don't like about them is the amount of time that they can take to dry. For those of you who do yours really, really tight, and like mine are super tight, and one of the things that I'll do is, if it's too tight and it's pulling at my scalp, like I secure mine with I secure mine with hairpins. And so I'll take the hairpin out, and then I'll just twist the Bantu knot in the opposite direction, and it'll loosen it up at the scalp while still keeping the actual knot, you know, the majority of the knot very tight, so that it doesn't hurt your head as much and it's a little easier to sleep. And then the other thing I do is, after I've twisted them, and they're starting to dry already, but just so that I make sure that they set, and that, you know, the ends are really what I'm concerned about, that the ends set, you know, and are pretty curly, I'll go ahead and spray it with a little bit of water, because whatever I spray on the outside, as opposed to spraying it beforehand with a lot of water prior to knotting, whatever sprayed on the outside will dry in a really reasonable amount of time. The back one's coming out, so that one needs to be retwisted. And that's it. Oh, not quite. A little bit of water in the front, right here. And then I take my scarf and tie it down. And I'm ready for bed.